is no black culture. Like hip hop is not black culture. Hip hop is
Yo, what the
Bronx
deal,
culture.
man? Back at you niggas, right? Yo, check this out, man. Melle Mel like everybody else once again, you heard? Once again in the Luthi like everybody else, you dig? And basically, my niggas, Melle Mel. Let's jump right to the course. The meat and potatoes, man. Melle Mel, right? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, man. You know, I don't know if it's payoffs. It's almost like WWF. If you know about WWF in the Hulk Hogan days, man, when I believe it was Paul Orndorff, Mr. Wonderful, right, had turned on Hogan, right, and I think it was Saturday Night Live, you know, Saturday Night Special. I forget the name of that shit. You know what I mean? But it was something it was a wrestling joint that used to come on a Saturday. You know what I mean? Saturday nights. And Mr. Wonderful, up until that point, was basically Hulk Hogan partner. You know what I mean? And he ended up turning on Hogan, and Hogan, you know, played the role like if he was so hurt he was crying. You know what I mean? And in his famous line he kept saying was, "How much did they pay him?" Mr. Wonderful, you was my homeboy. You was my man. How much did they pay you? I say this to say this. Hold on. Slow down, low down. So you know what I mean? I'm going to kick the ballistics to you niggas, right? Melle Mel. Now, when that dude, Nasheed, Tariq, I think his name is, right? I don't really follow the brother like that. You know what I mean? Much respect due to the brother, he making strides, but I don't hate on nobody, but I don't peep him like that, right? But I think that's his name and shit like that there, right? And basically he was doing a documentary, right? And it's funny because on that documentary, the little clips that I seen, because it was never able to come out, that's a whole different other topic, right? But I seen the clip where Melle Mel had observed, had spoke, had said his piece, and he said hip-hop was a black first creation. It was birthed by black people, by black men preferably, you know what I mean? And fast forward to today, he flips a whole nother tune and he says, basically his story was, hip-hop is not a black thing, it's not a Puerto Rican thing, it's a Bronx thing, right? And when he first was saying it, I was like, yeah, Mel about to talk some edge. I'm waiting for, it's almost like you watching one of your favorite boxers, you know what I mean? And you on edge because you waiting for that hook, the finishing. Or you watching your favorite basketball team, you know what I mean? And you waiting for that nigga get that last foul shot so we can go home with this, you know what I mean? So that's what I was waiting for with Melle Mel, right? So Melle Mel was like, yeah, you know, hip-hop is a Bronx thing, this and that Bronx thing, yada, yada, yada. So I'm like, yeah, because I'm a Bronx representative, niggas know what it is, right? So I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We about to take it home, my nigga. Come on, Mel, kick that ballistic. And I'm waiting for him to say it's a Bronx thing, a black thing, and then the Puerto Rocks came into play, you know what I mean? Which they did, and I always said that. But then he said, hip-hop is not a black thing, or Puerto Rican thing, Latino thing, it's a Bronx thing. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Yo, it was almost like back when Patrick Ewing, man, missed that finger roll against Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember when Patrick Ewing had the roll, had the dip, my nigga. All he had to do was throw it, was dunk it, my nigga. Instead, he rolled it, and it rolled out, and the Knicks lost, small. The bottom line is this. Yo, Melle, what are you talking about? And then it's crazy because on the same token, when he goes in the same conversation, the same interview, same conversation, he's trying to break down it's not a black music. He said it's not a Puerto Rican music either. I'll give him that. He said it's a Bronx music. But then he goes to say, yo, Everybody who started it, Grand Theodore, Hurt, Bam, Mario. You understand? And I think Coke La Rock too. It's all black men from the Bronx. It's all black men from the Bronx. So how do you say it's not a black art form, it's a Bronx art form, but everybody you name is from the Bronx? Make it make sense. They're black from the Bronx. He didn't name not one Puerto Rican kid because it wasn't no Puerto Rican kids during that conception. You heard? Make it make sense, Mel. How much did they pay you, Mel? Then I said, I know it's a Bronx thing because you kept stressing Fat Joe is a Bronx nigga. You know what I mean? Which he is. And I flux with Joe, you dig? If niggas follow my joint, I don't hum a stunt. I don't fake the funk. I used Joey on track on a couple of my intros. You dig? I have nothing against Joe. Only thing that was out of pocket from Joe was that Joe said it was a 50-50 thing, which it was not. And shout out to Charlie Rock because Charlie Rock expressed that. Shout out to Black Jack because Black Jack expressed that. Black Jack broke it down in even more thoroughness. He said back in the days, Puerto Rocks was not really we wasn't fucking with them. We even felt back in the early 70s, we felt that Puerto Ricans reminded us of white boys. And we didn't know if we could trust them. He broke down how on Watson, nigga, the Puerto Rocks had Watson Ave on Smash. They had the projects, the outskirts, the sound views and all that the brothers had on Smash. Shout out to the Black Spades. Coming out of Soundview P's, nigga. You heard? And he said us brothers couldn't even go up on Watson. So how the fuck? This is Blackjack words, nigga. Salute to the Bronx legend. He said, how could they be a part of the hip-hop movement when they wasn't fucking with us to the point we couldn't even go up on Watson? So we was in the projects not fucking with Watson, and they couldn't come over there really like that because it was still a misunderstanding of humanity, niggas. So how could they be a part of hip-hop? The movement we was doing. Impossible. You heard? You heard? That's why I told y'all stories. When my man Uncle used to bring Larry Davis in the hood to DJ because Larry Davis was nice at DJing, nigga. You heard? And Larry Davis and the niggas, it was not one Puerto Rican in sight, my nigga. I'm just calling it how it is. And I has no malice towards Puerto Rocks. I got 2 cousins that's half Puerto Rocks. I got an aunt-in-law that's fully Puerto Rock. And that's my heart. She was good to me. You heard? You heard? So the bottom line is this. There's no hate, there's no malice, but they wasn't conception. They wasn't day ones. They was the first outsiders that came in and respected this here craft and carried on this here craft. Yo, Mel, you bugging? How much did they pay you? Is it age catching up?
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. What came to be known as hip-hop was solely an African-American creation.
What would you get out of some Jamaican toast? What is that? I've never heard of a rapper use a Jamaican toast or a Jamaican fleur as a rhyme. I never heard of it, and I don't know where that myth came from.
My name is